wanted to just come here and offer some words for the frontline people and also all of you that have set up this camp. This is a place to come and pray, come and help. When we help each other, we're helping our nation in some way. And I love the way that, the Washichu, we call white people Washichu, this is your frontline fight and we support you. Okay.
Okay.
But when, the time comes, a lot of us, cultures come and support each other, so I know it's hard for Dakota people because this, all of this history is repeating itself, and my nephews here, we've had that experience, of being exiled to Coal Creek from Minnesotans, of my great-grandmother, Zizi, who was force-marched on November 6th through the 13th of 1862, 150 miles from Morton, Minnesota, all the way a prayer procession down to Fort Snelling, where the prayer markers are, and that signifies all the Dakota families that were exiled. And my great-grandmother, Zizi, was there with her parents. And then in the spring of 1862, then they shipped them on steamboat down the Missouri up to Coal Creek. And there was a concentration camp built there for the women, children, and elderly there. And then they took the men to Davenport, Iowa. And so they split the families up. And so, what's happening here is they're splitting families up again. And so it's always an honor to reclaim and be back on the land where the ancestors were. And today we all share the land, the same water, same fire, same air, same space. We live, work, and pray together. And however, I know there are some difficult issues, out there. There's division, and there's violence happening, and that's not new to us Indian people. We've always known that. But to see it out in the open, I'm glad it's out in the open for everyone to witness and see and bear witness to that yes, this is happening, and now we know what brown and black people were resisting, why they were resisting. They were fighting for their lives. Now, I have a lot of ally friends who are Washichus, and they work in restorative justice, and we have a lot of good dialogue together. Uncomfortable are the best ones. Nice peaceful talks, and building community bridges is next. And so I hope to see a lot coming out of this, because I always believe as a Dakota woman that suffering will not be for nothing. I refuse that. And in our ceremonies we suffer. Suffering is vital. And so in a way you're suffering in this cold weather. I've seen all those Minnesotans and Hispanics, Native, Black people, all over from the country, freezing their asses off, suffering. That's a prayer. That prayer right there. It's strong prayers. I was so proud of that. I just wanted to come down here and share some words with you to encourage you to keep going. I know it's going on over 2 months. You're keeping these fires, you're holding space, you're supporting each other. And it gets hard because people are re-triggered. Especially activists really need to take care of themselves, because it becomes lateral, it becomes unhealthy, and they become disrespectful to elders. And things, and fights start infighting. That's the last place we should go with ourselves, is infighting. That's what they want, and that's what they've always had, controlled us that way. You know, I wanted to bring that to attention because I know relatives that are being affected by that lateral violence in communities. You know, take care of each other and take care of yourselves, you know. Our people love each other collectively. They're just not words. They can't be words. Let it break your spirit open and bring you to humbleness and humility. That's the prayer. That's the ceremony right there. Allow yourself to be that way, because that's why we're doing these things. Well, first of all, I'm really pissed off because our people are caught in the middle of this war because of the immigration. And I thought, gee, no one ever stood up for us like that. Are they ever going to see us? Can we be visible through this prayer work, through this hard times? Defend us like that. We're the first people of this nation, this whole continent. And so I want to see solidarity for our people too, because we're caught in the middle of this battlegrounds. Our families, all our families don't have warriors in their families. It's mostly women and grandmas and children. Who's watching over them? Women. And so although I appreciate the men here, you have your responsibilities, you know, whatever your family holds you to. And then after that, you know, we're all responsible to take care of this hochoka, this circle, this fire. Anytime there's a fire lit, there's prayers going on. So no cussing here, no smoking perji here, go smoke it over there or something. And I know you guys snagging those teepees at night.
No snagging in teepees.
But I want to just thank you for allowing me to share with you because our people need prayers. Our people really need prayers during this time because grandmas are scared to go out to the corner neighborhood store to shop. And although I live out in the suburbs, I'm still afraid to go out because they were right near our neighborhood's ice. And they were saying, don't open your doors if they come. And I said, no, I'm not opening my door. But, you know, I needed some stuff. I needed to go out to do something. So I just prayed about it and got in one of those hoka-hey moments, you know, like, I don't care if you catch me or not, but, you know, I gotta go out. I can't let fear take me over. So I went out, did all my driving all over, but I was hyper-vigilant, and, you know, I shouldn't have to be. I felt like, you know, yeah, it's not safe. You know, for Indian women by themselves, too, you know, it's not good and it's not safe to be alone, but we just do. We just do what we have to do. That's the way it is. Even if there's fear, the women still have to carry that forward, no matter what. I just wanted to, in some way, encourage and inspire you guys, because I know it gets cold, and I know this is a lot of work. And I know there's a men's society here. Thank you for your society, for, you know, standing up in the streets. I saw some of that. That protection work. You know, it really made me proud. And I thought, darn, I wish we could establish big societies like that. But who knows? You know, what comes out of this? Those Washicha women, they're finally identifying what fascism is. They're leaving their husbands and boyfriends and jumping the fence and doing all these things, and I'm so happy about it. That, and then, you know, also religion, you know, they're redefining what that looks like for each other. Just a lot of things coming out of it. So then that's why I say there's more blessings coming out of this, you know. But right now, you guys and our prayers for you are holding it down. So you have a lot of women, matriarchs, a lot of grandmas praying for all of our people that are on this land and in the spaces That's your anchor. Remember that your anchor is those prayers of the people. Because without their prayers and purpose, there's no reason, there's no vision. I want to sing a song about that holy woman. And the song says she's coming from the west, she's coming. And she comes into the sacred circle. And she was here before, but she's bringing blessings again. No recording during the song. No recording during the song, please. This is a